All right, so going on with our day where we're talking about the Articles of Confederation, what we're going to talk about here is our weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation. There were five main weaknesses that existed through the Articles of Confederation. These are the main ones. There are a lot more than this, but we're going to give you five. So what I want you to do first is on your page, please trace your hand. This is going to be the only thing that goes on the page. The title of this one is The Weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation. You can put that at the very top. And you can abbreviate it AOC. So the first one of the weaknesses, we're going to start with our pinky. Now I'm going to flip my paper over to the side and make it easier to read. And the first part is a weak central government. All right. When the Articles of Confederation were first created was during the Revolution still, and they wanted to go the polar opposite of the way the king had ruled through England. And so they decided to take all power away from the central government, and they made it very powerless. They had a national congress, but the national congress could not do anything, and because of that, it really suffered. They couldn't levy taxes. They couldn't negotiate with anybody. One state could ruin it for everybody. The next issue we had was no money. The government was broken. They had no revenue whatsoever, and because of that lack of revenue, they really were struggling. France and Spain had come back and said, hey, all that money we donated to you to help you win this war, you need to pay it back. There was no mechanism set up for them to pay their bills, so it was struggling. The next issue we had is right here with our middle finger, and this is going to be our boundary disputes. So with the boundary disputes, basically all the different former colonies, now states, are independent countries, and they're claiming each other's land. And by doing that, they're going to constantly be fighting. Today, if that happened, if New Mexico and Texas were arguing over the same piece of land, the Supreme Court would basically rule and tell us where the boundary is. During this time, we did not have that, and so the states are going to continually fight. The next problem is we also have quarreling states. What that means is that the states are constantly fighting. That's what quarreling means, is fighting. They're going to be constantly fighting amongst each other, trying to decide who's the more powerful one, who should pay more on taxes, who should pay less, trying to find any which way they possibly can to end the struggles against, their own states, and have the struggle go to the country or to other states. And the final thing that we have, the final weakness we have, is the idea of no respect. We were a brand new country. The only countries that had supported us were France and Spain, and since we beat England, England did not support us or help us with anything. England and France, since we were no longer of any use to them, pretty much abandoned us as well. And so no country around the world supported or gave any type of recognition to America. Now, the last thing I need you to do for each one of these is I want you to color coordinate it. So for your pinky, I want you to color blue. For the money, I want you to color it green. For the boundary disputes, I want you to color it red. For the quarreling states, I want you to color it purple. And for no respect, I want you to color it, let's go orange. All right. And if you have any, once you finish that, you should move on to the very next lesson. Thank you.